Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. That's the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
He was brought down by...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Haskins will throw. And this one's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. End zone, Brissett, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. He'll rifle this one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That man fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2nd and 6.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
For the extra point.
And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Titans 9, Colts 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Switch.
Now Haskins to throw it. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Haskins. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Man, I got you. I got you. I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Henry on the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score.
With the score, Titans 9, Colts 7.
Here we go. Show it out. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twits.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Now it's Mack, draw play. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Brissett. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. There we go. 37.
To throw again. Haskins. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Complete to Naheem.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Haskins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. And likely time for one final play here in the half. So they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return, Tremont Smith. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Brissett on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The extra point.
And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On second down, it's Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They go play action with Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
22 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville, third quarter action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. There's Vic Beasley. Always tough to block as he gets in to bring him down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
40-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Is good. Mix the score. Colts 21, Titans 16.
Game now as here comes the kickoff. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now. Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, 30, past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Beasley.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They'll try and run it in with Henry, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
that goes for a gain of 31.
Down, Colts.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the
bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Taylor, the ball
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The play brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, look three. Look three.
He'll try and run for this one back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Mack. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They'll let Taylor try and run. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Titans 22.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.